Paul sent us. Live music at Will's Den Village Hall.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably not.
Do you know where it is?
No.
Cullingworth.
Oh, I don't have that on mine.
Well,
you says music in the
villages. Well, I'm assuming the Village Hall and the villages is the same place.
I'm probably pronouncing Wilsden. Will's Den. It's probably Wilsden.
Wilsden.
I don't know. I'm probably, but anyway. So Paul sent us these coasters and these snazzy Brian made me do it stickers. And that's kind of an inside joke for those of you who are just now joining us today for the first time. Thanks for joining us. For those of you, and if it is your first time here, the whole Brian made me do it is the guys kind of it's not really razzing Brian, but they're like, oh, Brian made me do, he made me do a super chat.
In the early days, Brian would do a super chat and we would add a 0 to it.
Oh, that's right.
So
that's right. His wife would listen and she'd be like, Brian, you better not be giving him $500.
Yeah. Well, $20.
She didn't sound like that. But
no. But then people started, adding to it, and it was always Brian's fault. Brian made me do it.
Brian's fault. That's right. So, it is Brian's fault. Is Brian coming tomorrow for the Odyssey Beer Works Great American Pinewood Derby Build Your Car at Texas Toast Guitars?
I haven't talked to him since last week.
I don't think I have either.
I'll text him after this, see if he is. I don't even know that he's doing it this year.
I think he's got I think he told me there was something going on. He couldn't do the Pinewood Derby, but maybe he'll come and have a drink beer and eat donuts with us tomorrow. I don't know.
There you go. That's always a thing.
So are you prepared? Are you going to be here for that?
Tomorrow?
Yeah. Are you prepared for people to go, hey, I want you to CNC my car out of using the, you're not?
No.
Okay. Well, I don't know what, maybe.
No.
Okay.
Maybe if they ask nice. That's why I did a little bit of work on mine.
So you are prepared for
them to do that. So that if I need to help somebody.
What about
because shape is one thing. First class paint job.
I'm
not going for the win on speed. I'm going for best in show this season.
First class paint job.
So
Speaking of Brian made me do it, Sir David Dangerous says ad free is for me. Brian made me do it. Cridman party. Okay, so first of all, all of our live streams are coming to you ad free because ads are lousy. Brian made him do it because Brian made him do it. And Christmas party, so the Cridman party or Christmas party is the December 14th at Odyssey Beer Works.
Asked me earlier,
the Great American Beer Works.
Yes.
And frankly, I don't know what to expect. I hear there's going to be a band, but I don't think it's going to be Hawk Attack.
It's not going to be Hawk Attack.
Okay.
From what I understand, it's not going to be Jim Jam Jimmy, and it's not going to be DE3.
Okay.
So I asked because I said, Jim, you want to do it? And he's like, no.
Okay. All right.
I said, okay. So maybe what we'll
I think I'm tired of moving equipment.
Well, maybe what we'll do is spin records.
No, I think there's going to be a real band, but we could also spin records.
I asked Chris, and he said it's your party.
Oh, okay.
So don't plan a band unless we plan the band.
Okay. Well, maybe we'll get the outliners to do it. I don't know.
Sure.
Brad Guitar Miller sent us a super chat and says, thanks for ad free. Always love the guitar chat. Saving for 5280 workshop next year. Brian is a bad influence, but that's okay. Thank you so much, Brad. Hey, Bobby Dill's in the chat. Bobby, thank you so much, sir. I wanted to get back to you today. And I'm not going to count this as an official thank you, but the unofficial thank you. I want to send you like a real thank you, but thanks for coming out and spending the afternoon with us yesterday, Bobby. It was great to see you, and thanks for the very, very kind gift that you gave me and everybody else too. So that was very, very generous.
And thanks for talking my ear off over Mexican food.
That's always cool. Yeah. Bobby Dale sent us a super chat. Paul Hall sent us a super chat. Says ad free is good for me. Brian makes everyone do it. Paul, we're using the coasters that you sent us. So yeah. Anyway,
yeah, we are.
Okay. So Chris, let's get the reveal guitar done for the day, and then I want to tell everybody about the new in-person workshops that we're doing here that are on your schedule, and we're going to bring Greg up to tell us a little bit about his experience today. So yeah. What on earth is this?
So this is a modified Super Casanova.
Uh-huh.
Should have looked up the guy's name.
Mm-hmm.
Shane, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Shane Draper.
Draper. Yeah.
Yep. Good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I just remembered that.
This is for Shane Draper.
Yeah.
So what was the story on this one?
Well, Shane, Barbecue King Draper. He's got his own line of like rubs and sauces and stuff like that. Yeah, he's got some
Is he from Kansas
swag.
City?
I don't know. But anyway, so Shane wanted to come and build a guitar with us. And I can't remember what workshop he signed up for, but he was like, "Can you just make the guitar?" As it turns out, I can't make it. And I'm like, "Yeah, okay." So this is kind of what he asked for. And you guys might have remembered the video where I showed bending the maple top.
Yeah, so it's got a mahogany back.
Okay.
Mahogany neck. Then it's got a maple top. It's not a veneer.
Nope.
It's actually a real chunk of maple.
It's a veneer, but it's a 1/4 inch thick. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
That's true.
Yeah. Yeah. You're right. And then you bent it over the arm contour.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that's cool because you can see the grain. It doesn't like you don't have to paint this black where it get. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah. That's the dead giveaway there.
Yeah.
And it could be a really thin veneer, but it's not. It's 1/4 inch.
Doc sent us a super chat and said, "Awesome burst, Chris." I'm the one who painted it, though.
Yeah,
I did that. I made this whole guitar.
You did.
I did everything on this.
Yep. So 24 inch, 3/4 inch neck, block inlays, blind slots.
Oh, does it?
Yep.
Okay. Or is it bound?
No.
It might be bound. Oh no. It's okay.
It's not.
All right.
Yeah. Flame top, Hipshot tuners, Hipshot bridge. Dylan P90s with the cool
check those out.
Meshy inserts in them.
Yeah.
Volume tone switch.
It's got it all.
Yep. Output jack.
I think this is going to be a really neat, a really cool little guitar. How do you feel as a jazz master aficionado?
I like it. Well, I like the shape. And
I like the shape.
Well, that's why I'm
an
aficionado. So yeah. So we will get this one out on Monday.
It's going to ship on Monday, as well as John's Les Paul from the workshop is going to ship on Monday.
On Dennis's next week, early next week, when I'm doing some other paint work.
We've got cases in stock, so in inventory. So if you buy, and we've got boxes. So if you guys buy a guitar this weekend, you can. We'll ship that on Monday too. I want to tell you guys though about this guitar, which you can't see, and that's dumb. I'm going to tell you a little bit about this guitar, but I'm not going to tell you everything. This is the only guitar that is not on sale on our website right now. And I'm not going to put it on sale. I can't exactly tell you why. I'm not going to tell you why, because there's still some things happening, but there's something on this guitar that I have 2 of them, and there are none more going to be made. So anyway, but this guitar is so for the sake of conversation, if somebody wanted to buy this, it's in stock. It's ready for immediate delivery. It'll go out on Monday, but this is the only guitar not on sale right now. This is the, I guess this would be the Challenger Level 2 Deluxe, as opposed to the Challenger Level 2 Maple Top Deluxe, but this is the Challenger Level 2, so it's all mahogany deluxe. Okay. All right.
Junior special.
Yep. It's what we call the deluxe. I don't know why. We just do.
It sounds better than junior.
I think deluxe is cool. You put the E on the end, or do you just? Yeah. You just go with.
I spell it Dulux.
Dulux.
Yeah.
That's cool. Okay. All right. So anyway, gang. So we've got Greg is in the shop, and Greg is not the first person to have done this, but the most current, the most recent person who's decided to come and build a guitar on his schedule here. So Greg's going to come up and talk to us a little bit about that, and that is very cool. Joey Dano says, Bobby, I'm going through my challengers and I think I'm close. Might have to buy 1 or 2 more. Doug, we can help you with that.
Yep.
So yeah,
just to be safe.
Yeah,
just buy one.
Just to be safe. I think this one would be really excellent with the cool pinstripes on it.
That's slick.
Yeah, this thing is rad. Get a load of that. So yeah, gold top, natural back with the with the cool pinstripes.
Goes faster.
Hell yeah, man. Okay.
So how many challengers is enough?
One more.
Just one more?
Just one more. Thank you. Yes. So anyway, Greg, so you came out and hung out with us and built a guitar with us in our ultimate Les Paul style workshop. And we did a video with you. And so it's been a week, 2 weeks, and a week.
That was last week.
Wow. Okay.
Seems longer than that.
How is that guitar?
Oh, it's great.
It's so good. You decided to come out and build another Les Paul with us.
I did. Yeah.
So no. What do you think? Have you rocked out with it or?
It's been a busy week, but I have finalized the setup on it. I've gotten to jam through it some. Sounds great, plays great, feels great,
Cool.
looks great.
Yeah, that was a neat one. I really liked that.
It's got the Bigsby on it, so just all that works great.
Yeah,
so,
cool.
Yeah.
So you opted for no Firebird mini hum in the bridge like we did on Dawgs, who's here with us.
There,
yeah, and that one is going to Mike Learn for paint very, very soon. Yeah, but you did do P90 humbucker, right?
P90 humbucker.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the P90 is a little bit underwound in the neck for clarity, and then slightly overwound PAF style humbucker in the bridge.
Okay.
And really balanced as well.
Now you are a super fan of Texas Toast guitar. Yeah. Of the Gibson Les Paul and its storied 70-year history, right? I mean, you know lots about it, and you've had lots of Les Pauls. And so you came out and we did kind of the here's what we can do in 5 days workshop. And you're like, what can we do if we, had unlimited time? And I said, well, we do this thing where people come in and they can make another project, and it's on their own time, and you schedule it with me, and you can basically make this neat thing. So you opted for, well, tell us what we're doing in that.
Yeah, we're making another Les Paul. It's going to be quite a bit different.
Yeah.
It's got some things that are traditional and some things that are not traditional.
Mm-hmm.
So it's got your hybrid wedge neck joint.
Yeah, and you've got one kind of work. So we made this today.
Yeah, we did this today.
Uh-huh.
So this is the beginning of the neck, and it's got a cutout here so that the body binding can go all the way to the edge of the body, kind of a little more traditionally. And then it's got the wedge on this side, which just makes it a little easier to set for production work. It's more efficient to build.
And so you showed up at 1 o'clock, and we've had this thing banged out in a couple hours, and it's fits in the body, and it's
yeah. I was here about 1, and we stopped working about 45 minutes ago.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
And we got quite a bit done. We did this, and then I guess the other thing. So we're using a body that you had.
I had a body, yeah.
And so we decided to do fabric top.
The top wasn't overly spectacular.
No.
And there was some body filler on it and in a little patch, and even if there wasn't that, it was very plain. So you wouldn't be
just a plain top.
Yeah. And so you're like, well, maybe we could make it a gold top. And I'm like, yeah, that's a good idea. And then you said, you came back in later, or you called or something, and you're like, maybe we could do a fabric top. Yeah. So that would be a perfect thing. So so this is
this is picked this up at the fabric store earlier today.
Oh, you went today?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I got that this morning. And so I don't know if you can see it, but it's kind of a paisley greenish gold background with lots of pattern on it.
Uh-huh.
So we got that glued onto the top, and it's got sealer coat on it right now, sort of plasticizing this so that we can machine it and cut pickups out and binding channels and things like that.
So we're gonna bind the top, and the back and sides, I guess, could be natural or paint or whatever you wanted. And
probably tint it with something.
Okay, cool. And then you're gonna go with we decided. So we're gonna put inlay on it, and we're gonna put nubs.
Yeah,
bind the neck with nubs.
Nubs, nibs.
Yeah, nibs.
Tomato.
Yeah. nibs. Yeah, with those little things on the end of the fretboard. I think you're going to like doing that so much. Okay. For those of you guys who are in the chat right now who've done that with me, it is tedious, but I think it's really it's worth the time. I think maybe not every time, but it's worth the time to do it. So yeah, and if you made guitars with Robbie O'Brien, and you made guitars with Jeff Jewett, or
Jeff Jewett, yeah.
Have you done
finishing class with Jeff Jewett?
Okay, and who else have you built instruments with? Anybody else?
You,
me? Okay,
yeah.
All right, cool.
And I've done some just in my shop by myself.
Okay, so cool. And you're a local, so that's why it's so. So let's talk to everybody about what it's like to just build a guitar here. So somebody said, Jerry said, does that mean you'll come to my shop or to my house? And I'm like, absolutely, Jerry. Well, I'm happy to come to your house. Let's talk about price, and we'll see what You know what would be cool? We could do a fabric top fretboard.
That would be different. Put epoxy on it.
Dude, we could totally do it. Couldn't we, Chris?
We've done it.
We've done it.
Yeah.
Maybe next time.
Okay. All right. Okay. So fabric headstock, fabric fretboard, fabric top, natural everything else. I'm just kick it around. See what you think.
Should we start with the plywood Les Paul to do that on? Or that we...
Well, the plywood Les Paul is already done.
Oh.
I mean, we could build another one, and we could, yeah. Well, anyway, okay.
Different.
Yeah, I think it would be super cool.
Yeah, fabric fretboard's no shake at all.
Yeah, fabric fretboard is practically
and with the nubs,
is a breeze. Yeah,
easier.
Yeah. It would be easier. Doug says that he's so jealous of the locals. Doug, I don't know why you're not more of a local. So yeah. So how's it working out with it? So you've got time on like whatever other Friday. So you're gonna show up. I mean, we're gonna catch can this because like we were talking earlier, it's like right around the holidays. There might be some weeks that like get a little out of order.
Sure.
But I'm looking forward to that. And so you and I have come up with an arrangement, and so you can come out to the shop, and I don't know. I mean, how many weeks do you think it'll take us to do this?
Judging by how quickly things went together in the class that we did last week, I mean, maybe 3 more times, maybe something like that. I mean, I don't know. Maybe
3 more times. Yeah.
Maybe 4. I don't know.
Maybe 3 or more times. Yeah.
More.
Yeah. How about no fewer than 3 more times? Yeah.
Depends on.
Are you going to finish this at your shop, or are you going to finish it here?
I haven't
like
decided yet.
Squirt paint on it. Okay.
Yeah, I haven't decided yet.
Okay.
But I think it would be nearly paint ready in 3 times.
I mean, ambitious goal, but
it is.
I haven't done the shaping the neck here, but
that's but neck shaping will probably take a couple hours, and no, the little Gibson things on the end, nibs or nubs. Yeah, that'll take a couple of hours, maybe an hour. But once you get the technique down, you wouldn't have to do it here.
Yeah, Matt could show you, and you could take it home to your home forge.
Yeah, your home forge. Yeah, or you could do it here, whatever. Yeah. So that we're going to work with guys, and if you want to come out and do this, just contact me. We'll come up with a figure, and we'll come up with what you want to make, and it depends. If you've got something really zany that you want to build, it's probably going to take more than 4 visits. But yeah. Yeah,
Chris is laughing over there,
and we'll see. I mean, but Greg might he probably won't do any setup work here. He probably won't do any. He may or may not do paint work here. So if it's really just wood, maybe.
Maybe.
Especially if you spent the whole day, it's very likely that you could get. I think by the next time you come in, we'll get the truss rod in, fretboard glued on. And then we'll probably have to chill and let glue dry. Then we can work on, body stuff and get. The fact of the matter is that truss rod and fretboard glued on, and then we have to wait for glue to dry. We can cut the outside of the fabric off and get that. And maybe we could route for binding, and maybe we could bind. Yeah. So yeah. I think it's gonna be fun. We'll just try to cram as much stuff in as we can. And the most important thing is you've been to one of the other workshops before, so you kind of know like how we do stuff, and you've built guitars before, so you kind of know, the only real difference is you might be like, well, what is this tool, or where's the on off switch for this tool, or something like that. So
or some of your techniques are a little different than what I've done, which is cool because it's always great to learn different ways to attack the same problem.
Yeah. How did you feel about the half wedge fit, half 10 in for all those people who don't like the way I say 10 on fit neck?
I think it's a cool idea.
It was fast, right?
And it goes fast. Yeah. I mean, we already preset the neck, verified the angle. We know the fit's right. So that's in good shape, and it fits really well.
Yeah, man. The seam looked like $100 million.
That didn't take long at all to get right. And so, I think this is going to be a pretty cool joint. It's got a ton of glue area.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to, nothing wrong with that joint.
Now,
sure.
Now, and you're doing a fabric top. I was saying, and Chris, back me up on this. If I made a fabric top Les Paul and posted it on a Les Paul forum chat somewhere, they would say I was worse than Ed Roman. But if Greg does it, it's probably okay because everybody already knows Greg and they like Greg, and Greg's got some sway there.
Okay.
Wouldn't you imagine?
Sure. Yeah.
Don't they call you like Mr. Les Paul, or Greg's the kind of guy who he probably calls it a Lester Paul, and he probably calls his pistol a 1911, and that kind of stuff, right? How far off am I?
You're not far off.
I didn't think so. Yeah.
They call me Les Paulaholic.
Okay. Yeah.
So,
Paul, I'm addicted to Les Paulahol.
Yeah. Les Paulahol.
Now, so Doc says I built a neck in my shop. Now I'm waiting for a fretboard glue to dry. Hopefully get it fretted and carved tomorrow. Then it'll be to the body Sunday, busy weekend. Doc is another one of the guys who's coming out for an in-person workshop, right? When is that, Chris?
Before the Crittenden party, 2 days before that.
Okay, so that's going to be, and you guys are going to work on finishing stuff.
Yeah,
so you'll probably get to meet Don.
I'm going to make
Awesome.
sand a bunch of stuff.
That sounds like a fun workshop. Yeah, pay us to sand stuff. Okay. Anyway, guys. Thanks to Shane and this cool Super Casanova. And thanks to Greg for coming out and building guitars with us in our kind of a new thing that it's not necessarily new, but Trevor came out and built a guitar with us for a while, and he did a lot of it and I did some of it. And, there would be like, I don't feel comfortable doing that. Will you do that? I mean, and that stuff happens. So I think coming out and experiencing the shop in a one-on-one kind of thing is definitely cool. And I'm glad that people are able to do that. So it was cool to have you out here, Greg. And we'll do more of these on other Fridays when you come out, and we'll show off the guitar and everyone will go, ooh, ah, etc.
Fabric on a Les Paul.
Yeah. You're probably going to catch some grief for that from like some young guy, some 13-year-old kid in his mom's basement. He'll like go, I don't know what he'll say, but yeah. Anyway, you know what I'm talking about. Yep. So anyway, guys, we're gonna go watch Mike Tyson clobber that 20-year-old, and so we will see you next time, and have a great weekend, everybody. Oh, if Ian, if you're watching, happy birthday for tomorrow. Do you remember it's Ian's birthday tomorrow, Chris?
Oh, is it?
Yes, it is the 16th, same as Grandpa Kaprunki's birthday.
There you go.
So yeah,
and then the big one.
And the big, that's right. So on Sunday, Chris and I will be the same age for 2 more months.
Correct.
Yes. So yeah. All right, gang. Well, we'll see you next time, and have a great weekend, everybody. All right.